I appreciate you all. Feel free to tap the screen, like, share, follow. And oh, we for sure have spirit interference. Wow. Every time okay. I know it seems like I'm just talking because you guys can't see what's going on behind the scenes. I do encourage everyone. Okay, can you hear me now? Oh my goodness, you guys. Can you hear me now? That entire time that you could not hear me, I was talking about spirit interference on my electronics. And now you're saying you couldn't hear me. The entire time I was talking about all the electrical technology interference from spirit. And then you guys said you couldn't hear me and it froze. Can you still hear me now? Did you guys hear any of that story or no? So here's what we're going to do. This is what I encourage everyone here to do. Take a few slow, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. I'm going to do the same just to kind of calm the energy. It kind of helps sometimes so that the technology interference subsides, but it kind of helps sometimes so that the technology interference subsides, but there is definitely. And but yes, it is spirit. Since I started going live, the screen keeps freezing, the audio keeps freezing on my end, on your end. There's not much I can do other than ground my energy and ask you all to ground your energy also. So let's do some breathing real quick. Or I could disconnect and come back, of course. Spirit, let us work. Spirit, let us work. Divine, let us work. Angels and guides, let us work. You know, I feel like your father, have you been thinking about your father lately? For some reason, I feel like he is part of this. Not for some reason. I mean, we know the reason. Because of course, if I'm going to read you, your departed loved ones are going to work with your spirit guides, your closest ones at least, to relay messages. And it does feel like that energy. You asked for a general reading. Oh, also your grandma. Asked for a general reading. Oh, also your grandma. And, and they're protecting you. I wanted to say overlooking you, but I feel like that's a weird verbiage. It's been glitching because we have spirit interference and people interference. It's like the energy is electric right now. It feels very intense. I strongly, strongly encourage everybody to do what I'm doing right now, which is long, slow, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, meaning if you're they're watching over you in a protective way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The problem is this is spirit interference. No matter like everything is working on my end. It's just not, it's spirit interference. The death card right here, the tower. Let's get into this. I'm going to focus and then I'll relay what I see here. Okay. Can you still hear me? I just felt something touch my left shoulder. So that would be my feminine side, like the grandma, but I definitely feel your father's energy. That's why I was double checking on who this masculine is. It's both of them. But this is also your love life. So I was like going, are we talking about this masculine about the father? Or are we talking about love? Um, this is what it feels like to me, see. I feel like your departed loved ones, your angels and guides, are trying to give you signs and reassurance and nudges. And you are intuitive, so sometimes you can pick things up, but I also feel that it can be misinterpreted as anxiety. Like if someone has a lot of anxiety, it could be that they're highly sensitive, and so they're oversensitized. They're sensing this world and other worlds, but they don't know how to interpret it. And one of the reasons that he was crossing your mind so much today is because he was with you. And my chair is now lowering. Like if I know it sounds crazy, but the number of things that are happening in the last 20 minutes is off the charts. With the visual, with the audio, then I felt a tap on the shoulder. Now my chair is lowering. I feel like they're saying, keep grounding, because I know that you've made a lot of positive changes in your life for your mental and emotional and physical health. But it feels like there's still anxiety, or you're still managing emotions that go up and down, or it feels like there's still anxiety, or you're still managing emotions that go up and down, or feeling at peace. It doesn't mean you're not at peace, at times, but you're still balancing a lot. Look, we have the death and the rebirth, the at times, but you're still balancing a lot. Look, we have the death and the rebirth, the in-between. They're bringing up how you're going back and forth in between, whether or not to keep this job, or whether or not to do something else, or who's going to be in your love life in the future. There's just a lot about the endings. Emotionally today, it was not a good, that's the point. There you go. See, it was frozen for me too. Oh boy. Wow, yes, your sound was going in and out. So you guys can tell these two lights, I just threw it. Those two lights are telling you that my microphone is on and it's working, but it's glitching. So now I don't even know how to reach my microphone. Let me grab the other one and see if that helps, maybe. Does it sound like I'm close or far? So, oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Okay, good. So, oh my goodness gracious. Okay. So today was not a good day for you. That is why this is happening. Because because you have departed loved ones that love you. And they know when you are emotional. They know when you're not having a good day. They feel like you were in the Five of Cups. You were in the Tower. You were in the anxiety today. This is lack mentality, or loss, or sadness, or pessimism, or just not the greatest day. Basically having a moment, per se. And it's because you're juggling a lot mentally, emotionally, and literally with work, with life, with love, where you're at in life, where you're going. And even though you made a lot of positive changes for yourself, what happens is when you make a lot of positive changes for yourself, you're forced to feel the feelings, and you no longer having a way to escape those emotions unless you shop or unless you distract yourself. Whew, are you still able to hear me and see me? Because I just keep feeling like it keeps freezing. I think I'm just going to disconnect and come back. Let's try that because this is torturous. Like every few minutes, it's just freezing up on me. At this rate, it's going to take me 400 hours to finish a couple of readings. Did you see that orb? This is my second attempt to go live. It keeps glitching, which is a great sign. I just saw an orb, but I don't know if you guys missed it because it could have froze on your end. I'm not able to see it on the back end. All right, I'm just going to keep going then. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Tap the screen, like, share, and follow. Paid readings list is open. Link in bio. Current wait list 3 to 4 people. The connection keeps glitching. So I'm not able to do things. I'm not able to see everything in real time as fast as I normally can. All right, see, I'm just going to keep going now. They're bringing up what happened for you today. And tell me one more time that you can still hear me and see me because okay, good. They're bringing up that you were feeling sad, they were feeling anxious, that it feels like you're in this in between. This feels like either some level of an ending. Like maybe you feel like you're worried about losing your job, or you feel like you've had a lot of endings. Your emotions may be going up and down. You're going in between, what your decisions are going to be in life. And the good news is that we have happiness and a new beginning coming in for you. We do have happiness and a new beginning coming in for you. The reason that you were thinking about your dad today, see, this is you thinking about, this is like daydreaming about something, is because he was visiting you, and so was your grandma, but especially your dad. That's the first person I felt to support you. Can everyone let me know that you can still hear me and see me? I think it's finally working. Whew, boy. And then I lost the screen the minute I said that. I feel like one of the symbolisms to this is that your spirit team is saying it is okay to stop. And I know you've said you've been tired, you've been resting, and yet at times you may be distracting yourself with other things like shopping or whatever it may be. I feel like they're saying it is okay because of the fact that I keep having glitches on this live, that it's okay to stop. It's okay to see where you feel like you need to pause and take a step back. And it just keeps, oh my gosh, this is so wild. I can tell that it just keeps disconnecting, but hopefully you guys can still hear me. Can people please comment to let me know you can still hear me and still see me? Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, so we have this divine masculine over here. I feel like it's that you were feeling frustrated because of things at work, but also things with love and wanting to feel supported. There's a huge message here that I have not gotten a chance to relay. Great. I'm glad that you guys can hear me. That's all that matters. There's a huge message here that I have not gotten a chance to relay. Great. I'm glad that you guys can hear me. That's all that matters. There's a huge message here to relay to you, which is that you are destined to be very successful. The time is coming, because this is victory and success. Let me take a look at this over here. The wishes and the wants that you have for things that haven't truly unfolded, your spirit team is aware. Yeah, they want you to ground. I said this earlier. I know this is obnoxious, but they want you to spend time in nature. And we had a solar flare storm less than 24 hours ago, I think. I think it was yesterday or the day before. So there was a lot of energy in literally with the earth anyway, like Schumann resonance issues and the northern lights and sun solar flares, that sort of thing. They're saying you just needed to ground some more because you're feeling the world literally and figuratively. You're literally and figuratively feeling the earth, the world, but also the thoughts and feelings and emotions that other people are going through, including your own. and that your heart is healing, that this was an energy of sadness. You know what it is because you've been prioritizing your physical health and sleeping and resting, all the emotions that were suppressed or that you were running from before are resting. All the emotions that were suppressed or that you were running from before are boiling to the surface where you're being forced to face them now, where you're being forced to feel all the things that you need to feel. You have to feel it to heal it. So it's okay if you have those moments. Your heart is still healing, but they're just saying to ground because you're going to be very successful. You have a new beginning. I feel in love. I feel in life. Let me know if you can still hear me. Yeah, you're releasing. You're releasing. When you feel emotionally not okay, it's because it's a time for purging all that was being held in with the heart. It's like you're just feeling. You're highly empathic too. You're highly intuitive too. So it's like the collective energy as well. Are you still hearing me? Now, I feel like with compassion, I think one of the reasons you are, one of the things that hurts is that you don't feel like people have shown you, that you feel that there's been, especially when it comes to romantic love, you feel like you were the one that was always considerate or compassionate of what other people were feeling and thinking, and they were not compassionate with you. And that can be that's the most hurtful part of things that you've experienced, that we all experience, is because one of the number one questions you used to ask is, don't they feel bad for what they did to me? Aren't they worried about how they made me feel? Because you are actually an empath. So we say and do things, or don't say and do things, with the consideration of how that's going to impact others, because we care about how we make other people feel, but it does not get reciprocated as much, if at all. And that's why you felt sad, is you were feeling that energy. That's the world energy. The world energy of going, well, where's the compassion for you? You're going through an enlightenment stage, so you're meant to feel these emotions. Now, we've been talking about how it's been glitching like crazy, and I kept saying for everyone to breathe, because everything is energy. Electricity is energy. Technology is energy. The cells in our body are energy. Our thoughts are energy. Our breath, everything is energy. And literally, you used to have a ton of energy, which I still feel that you may have moments of that. But you said that you've been feeling a lot more tired lately. Like you noticed that there was a shift in your energy of that. But you said that you've been feeling a lot more tired lately. Like you noticed that there was a shift in your energy as you were healing. And that's because before, when you weren't in as much of a healed place as you are now, you were doing the Energizer Bunny, go, 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 do, do, do. And you may have been in fight or flight survival mode. And when you do things to feel healthier physically, you can go into a slowdown period or a freeze period or a pause period at times, because your energy is recalibrating. You're realigning. And sometimes you have to slow down to feel things. But your energy is powerful. They want you to also remember your thoughts, your feelings, your words are actually very powerful. They can work for you or against you. So be conscientious of what you're thinking, of what you're feeling, of what you're saying, the way you're thinking, because it has an impact on the life that you're going to experience. Even if it feels woo-woo or fake, I know you already know this, but maybe positive affirmations, gratitude, prosperity. See, this is the energy of lack over here and loss. And they're saying money is going to improve and get better. All of this is happening for you, not to you, to heal. It's an enlightenment. It's actually all really a good thing. It's just not always comfortable when you're in it. They're saying money, actually all really a good thing. It's just not always comfortable when you're in it. They're saying money of your energy. You're going through enlightenment. Ground your energy. Get into the sun when you can. Happiness is coming. There is a new beginning. And I feel like you felt overwhelmed and overburdened when it comes to money and when it comes to love. Like you're tired of being the one. I just realized I never restarted your timer, which is a good thing because your reading got interrupted 400 times. So I'm going to start your timer for the rest of your time. That you've been overwhelmed and your spirit team knows what you're wishing for and wanting. You're in a transitional period from where you were to where you want to be. From where you were, where you are, where you want to be. And the time is coming. There's a lot about like time for victory, time for success. Now that you can hear me and see me, do you have any questions as I continue and finish your reading? See, this is shadow work, fears, triggers. It can be coworkers, the guy at work, bosses, customers, but also love. See, the devil, the Three of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups in reverse. No, I'm just listening, but you are very on point. Thank you, C. I love that. You're listening, but I'm very on point. It feels very much like the guy at work and or coworkers and or bosses because, again, this is like that collaborative energy of people that already were in your circle or are in your circle, whether it's your chosen circle or your work circle or your love circle, where you've had a lot of disappointments and letdown. This is screaming, it's not fair. It's not fair. Like as if you've been the victim, this is how it feels. And that is the shadow work energy. And it's not to say that you weren't a victim or that things unfair have not happened, but it's where we have to process all of those feelings and shift our narrative so that we're not perpetuating that dynamic over and over again. Like if someone says or does something that's not fair or hurtful, or they don't say and do something, and what they don't say and do is still hurtful and unfair, we can cycle into that cycle of just feeling emotionally down. So basically, you've just been having to do shadow work. And it's not that you weren't already doing it, but I feel like because you've taken so many phenomenal steps lately to heal physically, mentally, and emotionally, all of these things are going to boil up to the surface where you're having to face them, escape them, or run from them. So it's going to have those moments of time where it's not so pleasant. It's not so warm and fuzzy. And that's okay. Look at embracing stillness, community. See, they keep bringing up community. And remember, I said this earlier in your reading, you're not alone. You're supported by me. You're supported by the live people here that we know. You're supported by your departed loved ones. But it could be your coworkers, but also feeling alone, like you want friends and family to be supportive of you, and you may feel that you don't have that. And you may feel frustrated with the people at work, and you're like, well, where's my village to help me? Look at stillness and standstill. So they're validating, because I was saying, you know, before you were go, 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 do, 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 fight or flight, survival mode, getting things done. And now you're being forced to embrace stillness and stand still and just feel and just be in the moment, be present. Let your mind, body, and soul rest, heal, recover. Totally. I just had a lot of emotions. I felt anxiety and depressed out of nowhere. That's what it is. I feel like it's 50% your old stuff coming up to the surface that wants to be faced and processed, but also 50% is the people around you. Like it could have been it could have been coworkers, clients, or bosses that may have been in a funky mood and it rubbed off on you, whether you know it or not. And the collective energy is a lot as well, like meaning the whole world, the human population, the government, all of rot as well, like meaning the whole world, the human population, the government, all of right. So it's your coworkers that overwhelm you. So, because see, you're feeling the world, you're feeling the community, and this is overwhelming. It makes you, it could cause an imbalance. It can create this anxiety. It can create this sadness. It can create this lack mentality. This is definitely intense. This is not mild. With the death in the tower, that's a big deal. There could have been someone around you that was really going through a lot more than what you even know also. So that is why they're saying ground your energy, heal your heart, release and let go, embrace stillness. You have happiness, money, and a new beginning coming. You're just basically processing all of this. Almost like your own version of an energy clearing or an energy healing that would be very beneficial. Get out into nature when you can, Epsom salt bath, whatever you can do. See, thank you so much. And please know that you've got my support. You know, you got support from people here that know you, and you know that your departed loved ones are there too. But it's also, I feel, said and did. If an attitude that you can have to your coworkers and say, I get it, I know, but it is what it is, Today will be a better day. Tomorrow will be a better day. Let's have a better day. That sort of energy, so that they're not overwhelming you and consuming you. General reading for Iris. And Iris, please comment because it lags, so then I know that you can still hear me and that you can still see me. I shuffled. You guys saw me shuffling. You saw me shuffling. And immediately the first thing that came out again is the King of Pentacles. 2 readings in a row, back to back, King of Pentacles. So we already have a pretty strong theme, I feel, coming through. Sometimes per night the same card will come out often, but that's a strong energy right now, the masculine. Hopefully you can hear me and see me. It's locking up on my end so that I can't tell. Look, you got the sun, Iris. Look, you got the sun, Iris. Hopefully you all can still hear me and see me. Iris, can you say I see you so that I know that you can see me? All right, I'm just going to keep talking because I can't see any comments. Okay, Iris, I feel that they're bringing up your love life, your career, your money. They're immediately telling you yes for any secret yes or no questions that you might have, especially when it comes to your victory, success. Okay, good. It's just lagging. It's lagging like 2 minutes for me, so I can't hear the comments. But I also feel they're bringing up, your social media accounts coming back, that they will if they haven't already. But I also feel they're bringing up S. There's a lot about patience and letting it go. like you're moving on and moving forward in life, trying to keep it going, like keeping, it feels like the energy of you're trying to continue to move forward no matter what's happening. We have the Strength card and the King of Wands. This came out when I asked for validation. So this is screaming that energy of courage, bravery, strength, and leadership. And I feel that it's you and S. Very strong. And you are very strong. And you're waiting to see S stepping up more. And I feel like he even did start to step up more. It's that energy of patience for him to step up. There's a lot about what about the future? What about the future? What is ahead? What is ahead? And there still seems to be a little bit of space and distance regarding you receiving the money that you want, and or him receiving that, or you're waiting to see how, and you're waiting to see how he's going to step forward. I'm getting lots of good news here, though. There's a lot of good news. Does this all make sense? Do you have a question as I keep going? This entire time, it's not letting me see the video camera visual. I just know what I see here in real time, but it's not letting me see what you guys see. But that's okay. And the comments are like what I see here in real time, but it's not letting me see what you guys see. But that's okay. And the comments are like too. So for you, Iris, they're saying prioritize your inner peace. Stay calm, balanced, and harmonious. You want to move forward in life. You are the Queen of Wands. Believe in your good luck. Things are going to unfold. Basically, it's screaming like, release and let go of any thoughts, feelings, and emotions that get in your way or that are holding you back. With the masculine, he's definitely going through shadow work still. He's still going through fears and triggers. He's still very overwhelmed. Can anyone comment that they can hear me and see me? He's overwhelmed with burdens and responsibilities. It still feels like he's very much worried about his money. Look, it is what it is, bearing fruit. Thank you guys. It's lagging so much. That makes sense. Okay. So this is that space and distance between the two of you and like wondering about the future. And there's still a part of you that it almost feels like he feels you're either still a little bit pulling away from him, or what if you do, he's still overwhelmed. But it is what it is. You both are going to bear fruits of your labor and reap what you sow and achieve what you want. I feel like we're both going through worries about our money. I feel like him though. Absolutely. Absolutely. They're saying it is what it is. You're going to bear fruit. So it's screaming, let it go, stay strong, believe in your good luck. Good news is coming in. Everything's going to be fine. It's so much easier said than done. Trust me, I know Spirit tells me this all the time. And I'm the same way where I'm like, well, show me. I'm tired of hearing it. Show me. He may think I'm pulling away from him because I haven't reached out. That makes total sense. Absolutely. Because there's this energy of you're trying to prioritize your peace and wait and see for him to step up. And I agree 100%. Because you reached out to, because I reacted to his last message and I didn't respond, and he's not used to me doing that. I love it. Keep doing that because you're in your power. You're not giving your power away. He's not used to me doing that. I love it. Keep doing that because you're in your power. You're not giving your power away. You're rebalancing the energy and the dynamics between the two of you. And I feel that this is both of you, like this is how you felt before and a little bit now. And this is how he feels, both of you, meaning like you're tired of him letting you down or making you feel disappointed or feeling like things aren't fair or frustrated. You're trying to move on and just prioritize your peace and focus on your money. And you're focusing on, you know, what's to come in your money and your career and your future. And he is doing the same thing about his life. And he's also wondering all of this about you. Like, what are you really feeling and thinking? What's really going on? Meaning, yeah, about the Three of Pentacles and Temperance. Temperance came out twice. I feel like you guys made amends. So it's not like bad. You guys made amends. It's peaceful, but you're not overextending yourself for him because you both are focusing on what's going on in your own life and your own money. And he does wonder. He does wonder, and you're tired of being let down. So this is the energy of there's going to be peace between us. We've sort of made amends, but there's still some space. There's still some distance. And it's almost like both of you can feel at peace and reunite, but you're tired of being let down. That's why you're holding back. But I'm still going to stand back here because I'm tired of being let down. I want to see what you're going to do. I want to see what you're going to say. Compassion, nurturer. It's funny because you are the nurturer. You are a loving, giving person that extends yourself to make sure that in the past, you gave him attention. You showed him that you cared. And now you're pulling your energy back a little bit, meaning like you're not being blatantly mean or fighting, but you pulled your energy back a little bit. And Spirit is saying, it's okay for you guys to have compassion and patience with each other. That's what this is screaming. Like consideration going, I can understand how he could feel or what he's going through, but he should understand how it also makes me feel and what I'm going through. It just kind of screams, okay, I'll pause the timer. Is it still glitching? Tell me when it stops glitch. Look at bottom of the deck is the Three of Pentacles as well. Tell me when it stops glitching and I'll restart the timer. Okay. We both can't wait until, wait, it just keeps repeating over and over what you said. I'm so glad. So it's been very clear to all of you, I'm so glad. So it's been very clear to all of you, all the electronic and technical interference tonight, right? That's very obvious. Okay. It's like I want to laugh, but then I want to scream. It's okay. Okay, so you both can't wait until you move out because then we will be able to spend more time together. Oh, that makes so much sense, Iris, what you just said. Okay, I'm going to restart my timer now that I see your comments. That makes so much sense. Because, oh, look, I accidentally picked this up. Look, remember, Temperance was here with the Three of Pentacles and then the Three of Pentacles over here. This is also could be people living together or roommates, you know, and this is patience, patience. So I'm getting so much about patience, patience. Ooh, nice. We've got the Six of Wands for the second time. This might be the first time for the Two of Pentacles here. Yes, that's the point. Me and him are trying to stay patient until we live together and hang out way. Yes. Ooh, nice. Oh my gosh, I love it. I shuffled on the Six of Wands, which came out twice, and it came out with the High Priestess, and it came out with the Ten of Pentacles, or Cups, rather. Amazing. Yay! Your spirit team is saying, trust your intuition. You're very intuitive. You will get signs. You're destined to be seen. You're destined for success. You're destined for social media presence. But also you're being seen for your worth and value from him. This is a beautiful love connection. And he knows you're spiritual and he believes it. It's one thing for someone to kind of know-ish. It's another thing for them to believe it. Like he knows that you are very in tune. I love that. Oh, exactly. Yes. Yes. So I asked, you keep telling myself it's worth the wait. We always say to each other, we are worth the wait. Absolutely. Because what's the hurry? I mean, I get it, but I mean, one of the biggest themes and lessons in my life has been patience. So I could talk for 10, 100 hours on it. Trust me, it is the most annoying thing ever, but good things come to those who wait. And with the Two of Pentacles, I feel like they're saying sometimes you go back and forth on this. Like this is good reassurance for you. This is good reassurance for you because sometimes you feel like you're being pulled in different directions on what you feel, what you think. Sometimes your moods might feel one way and then go another. When I asked for clarity on the Two of Pentacles, they said the Queen of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles. So what they're saying is you don't like his inconsistency. You don't like when things feel like they're moving slow. So they're asking you to stay calm, stay patient, stay balanced during this time and go one step at a time over time. Haha, yes, he's always telling me to affirm and manifest things in his life. Yay! So I feel that they're saying this is just, again, screaming patience, staying calm, staying balanced, staying open, and just one foot in front of the other, slowly, one step at a time. Now, because you still have 5 minutes left, should I do a couple oracle or you want me to stay in tarot, which is totally fine. Let me do some more tarot here. This is screaming things aren't going to be super fast. It takes time. Okay, this is what they're saying here. With the Eight of Wands, again, the Six of Pentacles or Cups. I don't know why I keep mixing up my signs right now. With the Eight of Wands, again, the Six of Pentacles or Cups. I don't know why I keep mixing up my signs right now. They're saying you're watching. Like, I feel like you're observing him now. You do have, you're staying calm, cool, and collected. But you do have him at arm's length and you're watching now. You're watching, is he going to be consistent? What steps is he going to take? How long will it take? Because I feel that they're saying you both think about each other and miss each other when you're not talking. And that's one of the things, or when he's not saying and doing a lot. And you're also reflecting on, is the past going to predict the future? Is he actually going to change? And they're saying, yeah, but I just keep getting slowly one step at a time. That just keeps being the theme right now. I'm going to keep going, but feel free to let me know if you have a question. Strength. See, this requires strength again. Patience requires strength. Two of Cups. I want to see what they have to say about him because he's gone off grid. Oh, there you go. That's true. I want to see what they have to say about D because he's gone off grid. Oh, can you switch to the last part to Daniel? Absolutely. Daniel. Ten of Swords in reverse with the Page of Cups. He thinks about you. He wonders about you. He was less mature than you. He wasn't ready yet. He may cross your mind, you cross his, and he may cross yours because he's thinking about you. And the ten of Cups in reverse, or Swords in reverse for you guys. For some reason, with your reading in particular, but maybe it was all night, I keep mixing up my suits. Do you know if there's any symbolism of that for you? It could be random, but like I keep calling the swords cups, or I keep calling the cups, wands, and I don't normally do that. But no big deal if you don't know how that would resonate for you. He feels like you've rejected him. He knows he turned his back on you. It's like you guys have the ten of Swords between the two of you. Ooh, look. The Seven of Swords, the Tower. Oh, yeah. So he's gone off grid. I feel like what they're saying is he wonders and thinks about you. He wonders if you're going to say or do anything, or if he should say or do anything again. And you may also feel that way about him. There's a very broken up energy. He's going through it. Oh, yeah. This is like someone going through it. It's like a breakup energy. This is rejection energy. Maybe trying to hide what he's feeling and thinking. It feels very symbolic for this energy also, because look at this and look at this. It's almost like somebody looking while also hiding, looking while also hiding, like wanting. So you blocked him on Snapchat, so that would make sense, because it's like wanting to see something, but yet there's something hidden. Wanting to see, but yet it's hidden kind of energy. He's tried. Oh, that's right. He tried to accuse us of following him on Instagram and Snap. Oh my goodness. Too funny. Page of Cups again. Look, Page of Cups twice. This, and I don't normally do reversals, but for the fun of it, I'm like, look, it came out again, and this time in reverse with the Ace of Swords. He feels like you've cut him off. He wonders about you a lot. Let's see. I already know he lied, but let me see. Yeah, he's not. Oh, yeah, hermit mode. So he went off grid and you blocked him. So there's non-communication right now. Both of you have a version of the hermit energy with each other. He sees your worth and value. He wishes he could see you online. He may still be trying to find you or look for you online on social media. Even if you blocked him, he is aware and not happy. Not happy. Good for you, Iris. And he hated how I was dating someone when we were in no contact. Too bad, so sad, and good for you. He's mad that I'm dating someone because he said he wanted to be him. If he wanted it to be him, he should have let it be him. You snooze, you lose, 1000%. Let's start a t-shirt business that says you snooze, you lose. And we'll just start throwing it at guys. Just kidding. Just kidding. I love it, Iris. Thank you so much. It's very common. It is very beneficial to stay and watch, because someone else's reading can absolutely resonate for you. Jay, thank you so much. I'm going to clear the decks and get ready for yours right now. And you said whatever comes through for you. When I first started doing the clear the decks and get ready for yours right now, and you said whatever comes through for you. When I first started doing this, I went really majorly viral in 2020. And I had hundreds of people on my lives, and I was doing tons of readings back to back. And after most people's reading, someone would say, oh my God, that reading is exactly what I'm going through. Every word of that reading resonates for me. And I realized divine intervention was happening, where they were bringing in people that needed to hear the message, even if they didn't buy a reading. Someone else's reading resonates for them. So it's very similar like the collective. Like I'll post a collective reading and hundreds of people will say that reading is for me because it resonates for me. And a lot of times the readings resonate for me too. So it's the message that needs to be heard. It's for sure divine intervention to make sure that everyone that needs to hear it gets it. Absolutely. Okay, Jay, what does Spirit want Jay to hear? What does Spirit want Jay to hear? Well, these are upside down. I feel like there's a lot of similar messages tonight. Wow. I think this is the third time the Tower came out. The third time Temperance came out. The second or third time Five of Cups came out. It feels like a lot of people are going to resonate with each other's readings tonight. Because this is what Spirit wants you to know, Jay. They know that you have gone through a difficult time, that you have experienced lack, loss, maybe even pessimism or disappointment at times. It was a test of your patience, and you're doing everything you can now to prioritize your own inner peace. There is so much about patience and inner peace needing to be the priority, which is the most annoying message when we have to talk about patience, right? But there's a lot about peace and harmony because you're highly empathic. You're very sensitive in a good way, intuitive, kind, loving. You have a big heart. And your spirit team is saying, stay calm. There is so much about calm and balance. I'm feeling called to tell you, because this is what you went through. This is what they're telling you now. And this is who you are. It almost feels like they're saying, have you forgotten? Don't forget what a bad arse you are. Like you're a bad arse. I try not to cuss on here just so I'm not offending anyone. But this is like, you're powerful. You're meant to be a boss, a leader. You're meant to be this courageous, brave, powerful, empowered. You're meant to be a boss, a leader. You're meant to be this courageous, brave, powerful, empowered person. That is who you are. And even when you experience things that are difficult or have created sadness or loss, that you can overcome, and you will. Let's get more on this. Do you have a question about anything I've said? And can you let me know if you're still here? Sometimes there may have been I feel like I can't talk. The hardest times might be at night when your mind might let anxiety creep in. I'm getting that you felt disappointment and letdown. There's been so much about pause and stillness. Either you have been praying or meditating or both, or they're telling you to. I feel like they're telling you to either way. Can anyone hear me and see me? The comments are lagged, so it's not showing me that anyone is here. Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah, this is anxiety, overthinking. This is disappointment, sadness, loss, overthinking, anxiety, insomnia. This is saying pray and meditate, pray and meditate, pray and or meditate, whatever works for you, or both. There's a lot about calm. Yeah. So Spirit is saying what you need to know right now is to keep praying and meditating, stay calm, stay balanced, have patience, embrace the journey. Second time tonight that bearing fruit came out, saying you are going to get the results that you want in life, in all areas of life, but including love. It feels like results with career, money, and just feeling fulfilled. We have storyteller here. So it feels like one of the reasons it might be difficult at times is there may be a feeling of lack of closure between you and another person, where you want to know what they're feeling and thinking, or you feel like there's things they should have said and done to you. There's this energy of like more communication that seems to be needed on some level. But I'm also getting they're correcting me right now. Look, my throat. Could you hear that my throat got funny? Because storyteller is the throat chakra, so it's like I had a frog in my throat that I had to clear. So it's definitely communication with you and another person. But they're also saying be conscientious and aware of the story that you tell yourself in your head subconsciously. You know, sometimes we're not even aware of the thoughts and feelings that we have cycling through our mind. Yeah. There is so, oh wow, there is so much about sadness here. This is 5 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 3 of Swords. Yes, lack mentality, loss, and sadness. Lack mentality, loss, and sadness. I feel like you and another person are literally feeling lack mentality, loss, and sadness in your own life and or about each other, but also when it comes to money. Because this is like the money tree, saying you can overcome, you will overcome. Shift the narrative in your head. More communication can come in to resolve this in time. The moon. Ambition. So it feels like this is love, but also career and or money. Because the lack mentality about bearing fruit is tied to ambition that you're mentioning. And we also have the moon here emphasizing, and it's funny because from what it looks like from here, your profile picture icon looks like a dark blue moon. There's a lot about mystery, phases, cycles, and trusting it. Like the unknown, the uncertainty is what you're being forced to embrace. I'm going to keep going, but if you have a question about anything I've said or you want me to dive deeper on one area or another, let me know. Yes, we can't be together. Look, sanctuary, freedom, and change. Okay, you guys can't be together. Sanctuary, freedom, and change. You're being forced to embrace change. Things just looking for a positive message for once. Absolutely. 100%. The positive message is embrace your freedom and free yourself from any negative thoughts, feelings, and emotions tied to the past or present moment. Freeing yourself from any person, place, or thing that was holding you back. Embracing that change happens for a reason and that things are changing. Embracing that it's time for you to prioritize your sanctuary. What feels peaceful and comforting for you? Do you need a moment of stillness to pause? If you feel like things are still, they're saying that it was there for you to create a sanctuary. Or if you've been embracing stillness, great. There's a lot about this feeling of wanting to be comforted and that you deserve that, nurturing yourself. The sacred temple. See, all of this, I kept saying pray and or meditate, and that's the same thing. The sacred temple is the same thing. Basically, returning to source. mentally and emotionally. Tuning into your spirit. The sacred temple is the same thing. Basically, returning to source, mentally and emotionally. Tuning into your spiritual side. Tuning into your higher self. That's just screaming that energy over and over again. We have commitment here, and I feel that it can go both ways. I'm feeling like maybe there was a situation where you felt like you couldn't get commitment from somebody, or that the circumstances wouldn't allow for it. And now you have to be focusing on you being committed towards your goals and dreams and what's ahead for you. Wow. This is what you need to know. You are so loved by the spirit world. You are so connected to the spirit world. You are very empathic, likely also potentially very intuitive, likely also very much a light worker or here to make a world of difference. Because we got sacred temple and divine presence with the Empress and the Hanged Man. You are a force for love and creation, a force for love and creation, divine presence. This is saying very much a spiritual energy for you. And the final message was kinship, community, your group. So there could be something tied to commitment when it comes to either friends, family, work. I love to help people. Oh, look! You love to help people. That makes sense. Because they're saying there's something about commitment or lack thereof among other people that you know. So it almost feels like you're either committed to others, helping them, or there's do you go to church? It could be church, or it could be even like it doesn't have to be religion. It could be work related, but I feel like they're validating what you're saying. You love to help people because there's like a group and a commitment to the group. So unless something funny has happened with coworkers, friends, or family lately, there you go. You help special needs. There you go. Perfect. You are committed to your group. You help special needs. You love to help people. And that's because you are a light worker. You are working for the divine with what you're doing. And they're going to provide for you because of this. Because this is a very spiritual, sacred energy. That is so amazing. Thank you so much. That makes so much sense. Yay, Jay. I do it because I love it. Exactly. You do it because you love it, because you have a pure heart. And the spirit world is working through you. You wanted a fertility reading. Is that correct? For fertility readings, I can sense and see if you will conceive, and a little bit of details. They won't always tell you everything because you're meant to see how things unfold, but they will definitely relay some stuff. Okay, can look at if I'll have kids in future. If so, what they will be like, that family. This is what it feels like to me. This is off the record. It feels like girl, then it feels like boy. And that in your ideal mind, it would be potentially one of each or more. But for some reason, girl is coming through first or more predominantly. But we're going to go into it. I'm just relaying that as I'm looking at this. Because I feel like you already have a vision of what you would like, but you're open to what's meant to be. Like you would like potentially at least two or more. She said yes with an exclamation point. Okay, thank you, because I couldn't see the comments. Okay. So that's just what I felt psychically, but we'll also check with the cards. Okay, there we go. So they're already highlighting what I often know and often say. You will receive, meaning you will conceive. But you will also be forced to surrender. And your prayers and wishes and wants are heard from your spirit team. One of the biggest downfalls when it comes to the things that we wish for and want is having any anxiety surrounding it. So I'm getting release any fear and anxiety that maybe you currently have or may eventually have in the future. And it's almost like the energy of giving it up to God, meaning trust the timing, but we'll go more deeper into what you asked. See, I was saying girl, and this doesn't have to be feminine, but it does look like 3 women here. And it almost just feels like, it doesn't mean you're not going to have a boy, but it almost feels like that's either what you wanted more or first, or that's who you're going to have first. There's just that energy. And they keep giving me 3. So you're likely going to have, it feels like at least 2, if not 3. And it almost feels like there's going to be one and then another one later, a little bit later, which duh, I mean. But I'm also getting you're being forced to embrace your independent era before all that happens. And I know that you're just asking about the distant future, about what will be. And of course, free will is at play. You can decide how you want to do things, but that's what's the predestined alignment for you. It feels like you're meant to have some independence before this happens. Yeah. They're saying you have to take a deep breath and stop and smell the roses. This is saying enjoy the journey of life, because you're going to build some roots of abundance, like your money and finances and career might come a little bit first. Doesn't mean you're not going to have a happy family life, but there's a lot about you building a foundation for yourself first. Let me ask. See, look, solitude. Solitude. I keep asking, what is that family going to look like? And they keep saying she's supposed to be alone first. She's supposed to be independent first. Okay, we know we told her spirit team, stop harping on this. Now answer the question, because, so let me get more into it, that part. Like, okay, we know the message. Now let's get past that. This is why. The family that you will have, you're going to enjoy it. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. And I feel like you're meant to do that first also. There's like, it feels like that energy of like maybe you're going to travel a little bit before you settle down and have kids, but doesn't mean that you can't travel and have fun after you settle down and have kids. I feel like it's both. There's a lot about enjoying life. There is so much here. Like it might be very significant for you, like something you really think about and want to be like, is it going to be fun? Are we going to go on trips, or are we going to be happy? This is screaming like enjoying life, enjoying the journey. I love that she said LOL with an exclamation point, because that means that I'm hitting something here that resonates for her, because this is screaming like vacations and fun and maybe Disneyland or whatever. It's just like really enjoying the journey. I love that. So that's what that's what the family is going to be like. You're going to have a pleasurable, fun, happy life when you settle down and have kids. But before then, you can do it as well. The universe is vast. Ooh, look at this. Peace. I'm getting that you're going to have a very happy, content, peaceful, fulfilling family life. But I cannot stop emphasizing, I feel like they're saying, be at peace right now. Enjoy life right now. Because the world is your oyster. And make sure that you're at inner peace even before it comes in. You know what it feels like? The reason that this is coming through is sometimes that you're at inner peace even before it comes in. You know what it feels like? The reason that this is coming through is sometimes, and I'm not accusing you, but sometimes, especially feminine, will feel like I will be happy and at peace and content when I get married and have kids. And they're like, no, you're supposed to have all that first, and then you will get married and have kids. You're going to find inner peace. You're going to travel and have fun. You're going to know that the world is big and out there, and you're supposed to be a part of it. And then you can settle down, and yes, you will still have peace and you will still have an amazing time. There just seems to be a lot about travel and not putting yourself in a box. Let's go more onto your question. The future. See, she's asking about the future, and most of the readings that she asks for me are predictions about the future. You wonder, you're curious, you're excited, and maybe even anxious about what will the future be, but in a hopeful way, wishful about what will the future look like. And we have water and adaptability. This is screaming to me that one of your biggest life lessons that the universe is going to continue to give you as this unfolds is you're being forced to go with the flow. Like when you say, am I going to have kids and what will that family be like? I feel like they're saying it's okay to manifest and wish for what you want it to look like and what it will be, and even have intuition about what it will look like and what it will manifest and wish for what you want it to look like and what it will be, and even have intuition about what it will look like and what it will be, which is what I've already said, but not to put it in a box. It almost feels like they're saying, you know how the statement goes, never say never? They're saying if you say it has to be this way or it can't be that way, then you might accidentally, inadvertently manifest things in a different way. Like God says, if you make plans, God laughs. This is what that's screaming. They're saying it's all going to happen for you, but you have to go with the flow as it unfolds and not feel that it has to be a certain way. Let me get more. Interesting. Let me go deeper on this. Yeah, I just keep getting left curveball turns. So they're giving me a prediction that I've relayed to you. But it feels like one of your life lessons might be tests from your spirit team saying, we're going to give you left curveballs and right turns. There's a lot about redirecting you. Like, so I just keep getting, you're going to have to go with the flow. They're saying, keep your dreams alive. Your dreams are going to come true. But there's going to be a shift. Now, let me ask you this. Are you currently, is there already someone significant in your life right now? Because I feel like there's a lot about twists and turns on your journey. And that life is not linear. They just keep pushing that. Let me go deeper into your question. Okay. I feel like you're going to have a lot of moments that happen when you least expect it. You know, it feels like they're saying part of your destiny might be a lot of career and money success and boss babe independence first, and then it's going to come in. Interesting. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Remember, I kept saying left curveballs and twists and turns and adapts, and then we have transcending transformation. It feels like, okay, you're going to have kids, and you're going to have a happy life, but everything's not going to be perfect 24/7 exactly in the way that you want. And that's the message that's coming through, is your wish is going to be fulfilled after sometimes there's going to be moments of disappointment and letdown. They're showing disappointment and letdown transcending and transforming into your wish fulfillment. So don't take that as a negative. It's normal life. It's normal life. I love that you said understandable. Perfect. Because that is normal. Like, your wish fulfillment is coming, but it doesn't mean everything's going to be perfect up front. I can just channel that because the cards aren't going to give it to me. That's why I was breathing. I do. I feel like I see. It feels like one boy. It feels like potentially 1 to 2 girls. And do you get anxiety a lot or no? Let me see what this is. I keep looking because it almost feels like the boy is showing up with darker hair, and then the girls are showing up with lighter hair. And sometimes that happens when you have multiple kids. They're not all going to have the same hair. You know what I mean? When I say I'm channeling. I feel like they're going to be relatively close in age-ish. And for some reason, they're showing you as tall. And you may be tall or you may not be tall. That doesn't mean you have to be. It could just be symbolic of, I just see like littler kids with you. Because it's almost as if like you are, I see a difference between your height and theirs. So they're highlighting. That's why I was saying, okay. It feels like a girl might be first. But I'm also getting that you have this vision of how you wonder how things would be and how it would look. And it seems happy, but I keep showing you as independent for a while. That's why I keep tuning into it. You might be tested a few times before it all unfolds on patience, maybe is the right word. General reading for Jennifer. Ooh, temperance will not stop coming out. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. The theme tonight seems inner peace and patience, among many other things. So what your spirit team is relaying to you first and foremost is that you might be taking inventory in your life right now wondering from where you were to where you are to where you want to be, where the progress and or potential is, especially when it comes to money, but it could be also in relationships and other areas of life, that you've definitely gone through times in the past that weren't always so easy, that weren't always so smooth, but you always survived and got through it, that you're protected. And there's a lot about maybe being tested on patience that has happened. There's a lot about prioritizing your inner peace, prioritizing staying calm, staying balanced as you see how things are going to progress and move in your life. So I'm going to get more details. You've already planted seeds, Jennifer, in your life, meaning in career and or money and or love. There's things that you've already sort of started a foundation on that has already started to grow, but it hasn't fully happened. So it's like you're wondering. I'm going to go more deeper into this. Now, let me know if that resonates so far and if you're still here just because it was glitching so much. Ooh, okay. So it looks like there's a big transition or in your love life. Like maybe you either it's with someone you already know right now and or is in your life right now, and or it's something that happened before that you're still healing from. Because I'm getting that there was challenges and obstacles between you and another person. Either you guys weren't on the same page, or there was chaos or drama, or perhaps you even overcame like abuse in the past. There's a lot about space and distance and you being protected, and maybe there even being a guard up, so to speak. But it feels like it's somebody you already know or knew, and things transitioning, where you're getting signs, guidance, and being told to go with the flow. Like I see you celebrating, actually having a happy future. There seems to be a masculine energy, all of those. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm getting someone that could be a fire sign. They don't have to be. They could be a Leo. They don't have to be. But maybe you're waiting for this person to step up more, or to be, or they are someone that likes to be in charge. That energy is coming through, and it feels like it's someone you already know or knew, that either you had a disagreement with, but perhaps this person wasn't toxic. Does that make sense too? 'Cause I'm getting and there could be significance too. Let's see what this is. I feel like either, because see, I was getting the Knight of Wands energy before I shuffled, and now we have the Four of Wands. So it almost feels like a celebration or a party or music or dancing. Let me see what all of this is. King of Wands. Look, King of Wands again. King of Wands came out twice right here when I shuffled on the Four of Wands. And the Eight of the Eight of Wands. There's a lot of wands. Do you know a fire sign or knew a fire sign? I'm getting space and distance. Do you know a fire sign or knew a fire sign? I'm getting space and distance between you and another person. Either literally at a distance, but it feels like figuratively. There's something that you're wishing for, but there's been some distance there. And again, either this person is a fire sign, or the issue is you were waiting for them to step up more, or you were waiting for them to say or do more, or take more of an initiative or something. Does that make sense? It could be someone at arm's length. Yeah, we have the uncharted sea. So it's as if you're at a crossroads in life in general, and or in this dynamic, where you're not sure where things are headed or going, or even if they're going. There could have even been some rough waters There could even be significance to a body of water, because this is rough waters and this is calmer waters that are before you. They are not. And that's okay. Try not to, I know I said it a lot because there's so many wands. And what sign are you? But it could just be that you were waiting for someone to step up more or be, there's just something about like, this is a leader. This is someone in charge or a boss, meaning like boss energy, meaning like romantically, they want to be, oh yeah, it's love. Like I said, romantically, and then I flipped it over and we have love. Like, are you waiting for someone to step up for you and they weren't stepping up for you before? Or is that one of the issues in the past? Because it's like this energy of somebody stepping up more. Lots of love here. I'm getting really good love, but it just seems like it's not fully there yet, or it hasn't come to full fruition yet, or something is still a little uncertain still. Heart protection. See, I was talking about protection earlier. Like, this is someone being protected. Now, have you pushed someone away, or you feel like sometimes people push you away? It doesn't have to be that energy, but it's more so saying your heart is protected. Because of what you've been through, you need to know that your heart is protected, even when things feel uncertain. There's wishes that you have that have not yet fully transpired or have not yet fully come to full fruition yet, and they're going to. Your message is, this was all part of your soul contract, your soul's journey. I may be highlighting past, present, and future. Fire sign is Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, but it doesn't have to be, so don't worry about that. It's just the energy of somebody stepping up more, or taking initiative, or taking the lead. Either they needed to, or it feels like they needed to, like waiting for someone to step up more towards you romantically. Because this is romantic love after uncertainty. And that it's part of your soul contract, your soul journey. And even if they're not an Aries, Leo, or Sag, they could have fire in their chart. Because the wands are here, which is fire energy. So it means somewhere in their chart, or maybe in their big three, like the moon or rising sign, could even have some fire in it. Or it was just, there's a lot of passionate energy. But this feels more like protective energy, like a guarded energy, if that makes sense. It's a little bit different, but don't worry about it, because people can get sucked into, what the sign is, and this is energy more than that. I'm going to keep going, but what I've said so far besides the sign, does that make sense? It still feels like it's, look at this. It's somebody you already know or knew. It still feels like it's, look at this. It's somebody you already know or knew. Now, they could be bringing up two different people, by the way. They could be bringing up someone that you had this chaos with versus someone you have this love with. But it feels like there's an energy of somebody you already know with all of this. Because we have hidden motivations and healing light. Let me go into this. Are you very self-protected, or do you have a hard time trusting people? Only because, and that doesn't have to be the case, but this is definitely like there's a guard up either on their end and or yours, and distance figuratively. See, I kept saying that boss energy, and we have leadership here. Yeah. So they're highlighting this is more about leadership. like you wanted someone to take the lead on something. You may also have a side to you that likes to take the lead. Patience, purification, blessings, new beginning. Okay, let me take a look at this. Ooh, look at that. This could have even been someone that you had a breakup and a restart with, or a pause with at some point. Because what I'm getting is you've had endings. You're going to have a restart in love, or either you recently did or you're going to, like a reset. This is screaming a pause and then a jump in. A pause and then a jump in. And the pause was for healing. So either you had a timeout in love and you're going to see a change in between your past and your future, or you're having that with someone right now. In between your past and your future, or you're having that with someone right now. I'm getting you healing. By the way, you and or someone you know doesn't live near the water or went somewhere near the water, right? Because there is a lot of water here. And I know you mentioned Cancer, so that could be part of it too. I'm getting so much about you healing and your intuition. You may even be an empath or very intuitive or has explored self-healing or energy work. I'm getting that you're getting signs. And you have a new beginning full of blessings coming in. I'm getting good intentions, but yet there's a guard up. I'm going to keep going unless you have a question about anything I've said so that you want me to get more clarity on. This is good. Thank you. You're welcome. My throat felt weird, so there could be an issue with communication. We have follow your own rhythm. Because again, I'm getting pause and then like a leap of faith, or a pause and then a fresh reset, a pause and then a dive in, almost like swimming. And they're saying follow your own energy. Like your energy came through as the Knight of Wands before I even started, which is kind of similar to this. Like maybe you like to step to the beat of your own drum and do things on your own terms, in your own way, on your own timeline. And I just saw a flash of light to the side of me. So we got healing light here, and I saw a flash of light to the side of me. So I feel like, I don't know if you see that sometimes, you know, like just if you're looking straight ahead and all of a sudden you see like a spark of light over here and you look and then there's nothing there. I feel like it's your spirit team, or it could even be someone masculine departed on the other side, because that's my right side that I saw it. But also you might be aligned with or attracted to people that like to step to the beat of their own drum or do things on their own terms. And there's a lot about trusting the pace and the timing of everything. We have going beyond the normal, and we did get the High Priestess earlier as well. This is your third eye and your crown. They're saying trust your intuition, trust what you feel. You have strong intuition. You do get signs. There's a lot about trusting, believing, and understanding what you're getting. Not to see things for face value, like not to focus on the face value of what you see in life, but to see things spiritually, see things from that higher view. Are you saying often about that spark of light? Is often about that spark of light that I said. That's my biggest struggle, knowing when to trust my intuition. Oh, okay. Love it. Your biggest struggle is to know when to trust your intuition. They're saying, keep your dreams alive. You have a bountiful harvest ahead for you. And I'm going to address what you said, but I just wanted to relay this since it's in my hands. You have dreams about your future. I often see that spark of light. I love that. Thank you so much. That's a big deal that Jennifer is saying she often sees that spark of light, because I don't normally see that. I have, but I don't normally. And it was very clear and obvious to me right now. I was looking this way and I saw a bright spark of light to the side, and I looked and saw it, and then it disappeared. So they're validating you've got a strong spirit team connected to you. That's what that is. When it comes to trusting your own intuition, your biggest struggle, they're saying follow your own rhythm. It's part of that. Like, what do you feel? And one of the best ways to decipher your intuition is go. And I think one of the biggest things that people wonder is this my fear or is it my intuition? Is it my gut instinct or is it an unjustified fear? Or am I picking up what other people are feeling and thinking? Or is this what I'm feeling and thinking? You know, is this a premonition or is it more me, projecting my fear out? It's in my vision more than I understand. Yes, exactly. 100. It's in your vision more than you understand. Are you talking about the spark of light, or are you talking about your visions of intuition? Because that spark of light was very literal. I literally saw like a spark of light, and it wasn't a flashlight. It was a spiritual light. It was like nothing, and then it came out like this. So it was very spiritual. And so the way to decipher your intuition is to go this right. It like normally I have a lot of my third eye and my clairvoyance. She said yes. See, she knows all exclamation points. She knows exactly. She knows how I described it to her is exactly how she sees it. Because a lot of times my clairvoyance is in my mind's eye, because I don't prefer to see things in the physical, because sometimes back in the day it used to scare me, but now it doesn't scare me. It doesn't bother me. That was very literal. It was not in my mind's eye. Like I literally saw a flash. And more so than I normally do, because a lot of times it's in my mind's eye, right? So it's because they're letting you know you're very intuitive. You have psychic abilities, and your spirit team is giving you signs of reassurance and guidance to let you know they're there, and that you have a strong clairvoyance. And it's okay to follow your own pace and own rhythm on how you trust it, and to make sure that you're not coming from a place of fear, that you're actually coming from your gut instincts. One of the ways I like to describe it is, the way that I view it is, in the brain, we like to know things logically on paper. In the brain, we like to know things logically on paper in a 3D way. Those are our thoughts. In the heart, you want to feel what feels good emotionally. But in your gut, there is something that's just nagging at you that may contradict what your mind thinks. It may contradict what your heart thinks, or it may be in alignment with one or both of those. It's kind of like a left curveball elbow to the side that's nagging at you, that's saying, I know I think this, but I keep being called to that. Or I know I feel this, but I keep being called to that. So that's where you can trust it and decipher. But I feel like they're saying you will be able to. There is some stuck energy. We keep getting fun, seems to be one of the themes tonight too. They're saying that sometimes you feel stuck. And the remedy is to have fun, believe it or not. I do get a lot about fun. I feel like that was one of the biggest themes here, like the Knight of Wands energy, the Four of Wands, the joy and fun. Either play music and or dance and or go somewhere and have fun with people. That energy is coming through really strong. But I'm getting trust your intuition. Try not to overthink. I miss having fun and I keep remembering the past that brought me fun. Aww. They're saying have fun now. Don't feel stuck in the past of going, the better times are behind me. Like I don't know if you saw the post that I did today. You probably did, and that might be why you're here, unless I just showed up on your FYP. But it was talking about having fun, enjoying the moment, living in the present, not letting yourself feel like you're stuck anymore. Like you're going to have a huge shift in a really happy love life. That's coming through really strong. There's wishes and wants that you have that have not come to full fruition yet, but they are coming. Success in career and money and love life. They're just saying try not to get sucked into analyzing things and just trusting what you feel, what you think, what your gut instincts are telling you. You may have an analytical side, even though I feel you and receive you as very spiritual. So that could be one of the ways that you might feel stuck too, is if you try to make sense out of too many things, or there's just like more of a carefree, fun energy. And then the answers will arrive, if that makes sense. Whew. Jennifer, thank you so much. You have blessings coming in. You have new beginnings coming in. There's a lot of really profound, phenomenal energy here. You feel stuck in between them, in between the analytical side and the spiritual side. Is that what you mean? For example, and I think I got another order, but I want to tell you this. For example, Sophia, thank you. I will get you next. Let's see. Is that right? Unless that was something else that you ordered. Shoot. Now I already forgot what I was going to say. Oh, but you know what it is, Jennifer? Like when I brought up the Leo or the fire sign, a lot of people say this on their posts, and so do I. We say could be a fire sign or a Leo, but it doesn't have to be. And then we move on. And the reason we word it that way is because it's very common and a normal human tendency to hyperfixate on going, oh my God, I don't know a Leo. Who could it be? And then they get fixated on the analytics of what's a fire sign. You know what I mean? And it's more like fixated on the facts, the analytics. But really, spirituality is energy. And you're supposed to go with the flow and try to go, I trust that I'm still getting answers, but I'll get answers as it unfolds. Like maybe instead of fire sign or Leo, it's just about somebody that's going to take the lead towards me. And I can just embrace that that's what that is instead of trying to analyze. Spirituality is more, I'm going to go with the flow and I'm going to see what I feel. I'm going to see how this makes sense. And I'm going to realize that this is more someone's energy. And that's the way that you can balance, still being analytical, but trusting that everything is energy and everything is in the flow. Does that make any sense? Hopefully, that was my best way to explain that really quickly. Doesn't mean you can't have analytics. I'm a Libra. We're very analytical. You're so welcome. Thank you so much. Sophia, thank you for your order. What would you like for your reading? Meaning, a general overall reading, or do you have one topic or one question that you want to ask as I read you? Ooh, hello. See, I felt the star before as well. Okay. Let me go deeper and then I'll tell you what I'm getting here. Now, I've read for you before several times, right, Sophia? Are you the one that you have a departed, a late husband? Are you the same one from before that I've read before? And if not, that's okay, but I'm just looking at this and it. Oh man, it keeps, let me pause this because I cannot see the comments. Okay. I had to get up to look at the comments because it's not showing it to me. Thank you so much. Because that's what I felt. I know, I remember you. By the way, welcome back. I adore you. You know that we've had some special moments on here. And I feel like they're bringing it up again. Because we had sadness and loss, a masculine, a feminine, the death card. And now I'm coughing. It doesn't mean they're going to all bring that up. Like there's other things going on in your life. But with the throat, it just feels like either you feel and sense that he wants to talk to you or you want to hear from him. There's the throat and the chest are feeling weird now and I have a hard time breathing. And I'm getting that you have wishes and wants and that you maybe even pray and or either out loud or silently in your head or in your heart or in some level you may communicate with him and or communicate with your spirit team, or there's just this yearning for something that hasn't fully happened yet. And I'm getting that help is on the way. Your spirit team is helping, that you've been forced to go with the flow. And you might even be getting signs. There is a massive lag on the comments on my end. So I don't know if you're saying anything, but we'll just keep going. I'm getting that you have been healing. There is a lot about endings and sadness, but at the same time, you've been healing. And maybe you need some rest or need to feel that it's okay. Well, no, because we have the Fool as well. Let me go deeper here. By the way, oh look, I shuffled on the Fool and it came out again. I shuffled on the Fool came out. I always want to hear from him, but I haven't been able to in a while, constantly talking to him, always in my mind. Thank you. He hears you. This is you talking to him. And especially if you're feeling sad about the ending. And he hears you. And he's helping you. And he's guiding you. And this is you missing and reminiscing and or thinking about the past or thinking about the memories. But you're also curious about the future and your plans on what's ahead. And you're coming through as very powerful. Have you been thinking about going on a trip or moving? You don't have to. This could just be symbolic for you. I'm just getting like this carefree, fun, new journey. Carefree, fun, new journey. And there's a lot about like fresh start at life coming through. I can just tune in to see what he has to say, but there's a lot about having fun. Was he a lot of fun? I'm just getting a lot of like fun energy of like you living your best life. Let me tune in now. He hears you. He knows. I'm getting, I have the chills. Yes, all S's. Always feeling stuck, one foot in front of the other, planning a trip for end of October to Mexico. Perfect. Thank you. Yes. It took forever for me to see those comments because it's lagging. He knows that you have a trip for the end of October to go to Mexico and that you have felt stuck and putting one foot. He wants you to have fun. He wants you to have a fresh new energy for life. Here's what I'm just getting. This is the energy of still feeling the loss, the sadness about the past. And you're healing, but he wants you to be in this Knight of Wands and full energy. This is like having fun, going on trips, having adventures. Now, I know that I've channeled him in mediumship before, but either you have a lot of anxiety or in general, or you need to catch your breath, or there was something significant on how he passed, because I just keep being brought to the neck and chest and heart of breathing. Now I'm going to tune in further. Does that resonate? I know that I did mediumship on him before. I think it's one of the clips that I have saved on my page too. But I'm just keep getting like broken heart. And let me see what he's saying. That's how he passed. Oh gosh. Oh. Blunt trauma to the head and chest. Oh yes. I know what you're talking. Yes. Oh my gosh. Do you have massive anxiety and or hard of breathing? I'm just feeling this. Or is this just weighing on you like an elephant on the chest? I had to fight to get that breath out. I remember. I feel like you feel okay. So that's why I'm like going, what is this? I mean, I know how he passed. I know that I've channeled for you before. And so when you tell me this, it all comes back to me. There's definitely, it almost, yeah. And now I'm getting brought to the upper back. Okay. So maybe he's just having me feel the force because I felt it like in, I've been feeling better, but today, 5 years ago, I've been feeling better, but today, 5 years ago, Sophia, today is the 5 years that he passed. That's why it came out right away. The 3 of Swords and the Death card. So today is the anniversary of his passing. Absolutely. That makes sense. That makes sense. I think he just had me feeling the feelings from when it happened physically, but also with you. Whew. Okay, let's see what good news and messages he has for you. The storyteller. Ears wide open. A tall tale. Interesting. Storyteller, ears wide open. I was saying, what message does he have for you? They're like, her ears are open. She would like to know. What do we have the tall tale for? You've been replaying that night in your head all day. Insight regarding love. Insight regarding love. This is her late husband. Let me channel. I feel like they're saying you want to know what he's saying and that he loves you. And you may even be, you're replaying that night in your head all day. Do you feel like you don't have all the answers or the truth or the information about that day, or you're just stuck in that day? Because that is what I'm getting is, and it's normal because it's the anniversary. So if that's what's happening today, okay. But his life and his soul and his experience is so much bigger and more than that moment or that time. You know, because I felt it physically, I feel like you are literally, do you, like today, were you literally thinking about how he passed? Is that what you mean? Like, that's a very heavy energy. And instead, I feel like he wants you to remember, stuck in the day, just constantly asking myself why I let him, oh boy, why you let him go to work that day. No, stuck in the day, just constantly asking myself why I let him, oh boy, why you let him go to work that day. No, 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 no. So that's normal, by the way. It's very normal to feel that and think that. But that is not true. That's the lie. Meaning the truth is you can't stop divine intervention. And I'm going to say this as delicately as I can, but when it is someone's time to go, it is their time to go. And their shoulda, woulda, couldas is so normal and natural, but there truly isn't something you could have or should have said or done to prevent, even though in your mind it's like there's no way that was meant to be. There's no way that he was meant to have to go through that. And they're saying there's nothing you could have done and that he loves you. But it's so normal to feel what you're feeling and think what you're thinking. Absolutely. Ooh, Three of Swords again. Three of Swords again. I'm like, what's the tall tale? And they're like, her pain is having her have these narratives in her head that it's almost like survivor's guilt, which is very common. Or going, how could I have prevented this? It's the anniversary. So let me just channel. This is going to be out of left field, and it's okay if it doesn't resonate. You tell me, but there's such a lag that it'll take forever for me to see your comment. Oh, I just realized I didn't restart your timer, so perfect. He probably stopped it for me. I felt like it looked almost like a hot dog. Did he like hot dogs? Can you like hot dogs? And if not, that's okay. I'm going to look and see what he has to say. I'm getting, he knows, he understands it's okay that you feel the way that you feel. And he's going to continue to give you signs and help you. But he wants you to surpass that day. on the shoulda, woulda, couldas. Let me go more specific. Yay! She said she had a hot dog yesterday. Thank you. And she's laughing. Thank you. Okay. And now my ear is getting hot. He was with you. He knows. He saw that you had a hot dog yesterday. I was like, this is so out of left field. We're talking about something very heavy and deep and somewhat dark. And now he's giving me hot dogs. So thank you, Sophia. Yes. He's saying he's glad you had a hot dog. Enjoy the hot dogs. He wants you to think about positive, fun things. He was with you. He's aware. He saw it. He knows. That's his sign of confirmation. So let me get more. I'm glad that because I'm like, that's so random. Thank you so much, Sophia. Let me see. Now he's hitting me with a lot of things that I felt like I had told you before. So let me be more specific. Oh, it's almost like he was dancing right now. And he's like, I'm fine. I feel like he was standing and he kind of jumped a little bit and he's like, I'm fine. Like, look at me. Like, look, I'm right here. It's almost like he's saying, what happened that day isn't even real, even though it is real. It was almost as if he was being animated and happy and joyful. And he wants you to envision him that way. Like there's a very fun, upbeat, energetic side coming through. Either he was that way or he just wants to show you that now. Like almost like his body going like, look, let me get more. I'm getting, it's okay to grieve, but less and less. He had a statement that it was something like, let me see what he's saying. Yeah. Okay. So he's saying it's because it's today, because you are doing better. It's just today is significant, but you are doing better. Because I was getting, it's okay to, feel stuck, but I'm getting like less and less, like you moving forward. Let me get more. He's giving me visuals that I'm trying to decipher. It almost looked like a white kite or a white flag or, so I'm trying to see what he's relaying to me. He was very playful, kid at heart. Perfect. Thank you. That is huge confirmation. Because that's what he was really playful, like, and, animated and playful and fun. And just like, let's say he's standing here and he's like, I'm fine. What do you mean? Just like very, it almost, I don't know if it was like a sailboat. You know how a sailboat has that white triangle in the sail? It was either a sailboat or a white flag, or what was the other thing I said? I don't know. Or a kite. But I felt like it was symbolic for being like carefree and surrendering, unless you know another symbolism to it. Carefree and surrendering. And that was your buzzer, but I just wanted to make sure you know he loves you. He knows that there's still this grieving energy. He hears you when you talk. He hears you when you talk. And death is an illusion. It is an illusion. Your wishes have been heard. He guides you and helps you. He knows that you reflect on that day. This is you remembering that day from the past. This is the anniversary. And they're saying you're wondering about the future. There's a lot about you healing and having fun. And that he gives you insight. Thank you, Lisa. I can't wait for this court case to be done and move forward. Yeah, that's what and it's, yes. And it's the court case with his employer and or potentially his family also, right? There's a lot about, I feel like that white flag could have been surrendering or going like, it doesn't mean you're not going to get, you know, that everything's not going to sort out. Because see, this is what you're wishing for. And that could be also contributing when you feel stuck at times. So continue to set it free. Look, the time machine. Great big love. Very big love between the two of you. And we have, it is what it is, the rose kiss. There's energy of roses or flowers for you, but also to surrender the journey and the timing. Sophia, thank you so much. I'm so glad to have you back after all this time. Meaning, I know I've read you over the years, but she's one of the OGs from the beginning where I was doing straight mediumship for her before, without cards before. This is going to be a collective reading for all of you here. What you need to hear and know. And of course, I always encourage you to tap the screen, like, share, and follow. The High Priestess. Hey, that's me and many of you. It doesn't matter the gender, but it's an energy that could be feminine. It's the energy of the psychic medium or the energy of someone highly intuitive. You get signs. You have strong intuition. You get gut instincts. Surprise! Surprise! I'm the High Priestess, and many of you are the High Priestess because like attracts like. I attract fellow spiritual people who are also getting signs. So they're saying, trust your intuition of, oh, look at this, Queen of Cups. Shocker, shocker. I'm the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess, and most of you are the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. You're an empath. You're intuitive. You're sensitive. You have a big open heart that you have to stay calm and balanced because you can be affected by others. So there's pros and cons to this energy. So they're clearly talking about us. What does the collective need to hear and know? But I'm getting pray and meditate. Stay calm. Trust what you feel intuitively. Know that you are very empathic. And I was just giving my spiel about who I was before I started the collective reading. And look at the bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups. So they're kind of validating everything I said before I even started. But this is for all of you too, because we are the collective. Most people here are feminine, but it's not gender. Everyone's welcome. But it's the collective group. Look, justice. We like justice. I'm justice because I'm the Libra. Let's see what's going on here. I already know what I feel, but let's see. You may be owed an apology from someone. And or the scales of justice are also going to turn in your favor. I feel like it's both. You are taking inventory on your life, and I feel like somebody may be even taking inventory on you. There could be some space and distance between you and others or someone else, where you're reflecting on where you were, where you are, where you want to be, trying to find the progress, the potential, what the future could be. And I feel that there's people that may be thinking that about you as well. Look at bottom of the deck. I'm shuffling here. Bottom of the deck is the High Priestess again. You may have someone observing you. There's lots of speed and momentum here. And shocker, shocker, it's coming from love, a place of love, which is a good thing. Someone cares about you. They may be feeling progress and potential on what they need to say or do to show this. You prioritize your peace. That is your number one. The innate side of you is very calm and peaceful and balanced. You bring a sense of serenity to others. And you've had to be really patient in your life. Someone may want peace with you. Yeah. I feel like someone else has space and distance, but has their eye on you from a distance, from afar, figuratively, meaning in their head. They could watch you on social media. They don't have to. But they also think a lot about what the potential is. And I feel like you do too. You wonder about the future. You wonder about your potential. You are strong. You're strong because you've gone through 10 of swords in your back. 10 swords in your back. You are due for justice and good karma. Someone may have rejected you. Yes, you've gone through a lot. This is not one person or one thing. This is a lot of people and a lot of things. But there could have been some level of rejection that could have gone one or both ways at different times. And I feel like people experience bad karma when they do wrong by you. The law of cause and effect over here. Yeah, someone's thinking about you a lot. Now, here's what it feels like. And for each of you, it might be a little bit different, but it feels like you may have felt like this person rejected you at one point. They may be worried about if you're going to reject them. It could have gone one or both ways. A lot of times it's like, well, I just did back to you what you did to me. But they're thinking about this, and they could have just been not ready yet. It seems to be the issue. But I feel like that's all about to change. Fulfillment coming. Focus on fulfillment. Someone might even be crossing your mind often. They're saying stay focused on your fulfillment, like you feeling fulfilled internally because you're full and chasing your goals and dreams, because you are. You're focused on fulfilling your own cup, filling your own cup, getting what you need and want, prioritizing you, feeling fulfilled despite what other people say and do or don't say and do. But this is coming. Let's focus on the Ace of Cups, shall we? But you're loved already. Even if someone hasn't said or done enough, it's already there. Boundaries and compassion. Nice. I already know how all of this resonates, but I'm sitting on it for all of you to get, look. There was an issue where for most of, there was an issue where for most of, they are not playing tonight. Exactly. Exactly. Because even though this collective here, all of us here, even though we're all lovey and warm and fuzzy and psychic and all this, we also have really strong boundaries. So you probably laid down the law with someone. You have boundaries going, I'm not going to tolerate less than what I deserve. I'm not going to put up with anybody's nonsense. Da, 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 da. And it's hard because you've been very compassionate. This person may want your compassion. You can be very compassionate and yet have very strong boundaries. And you found the line on balancing those two. So this person is going to want your compassion and want to try to figure out how to align with your boundaries. And there may have been a period of time that occurred, because this is screaming patience. Like this is like past, present, and future. Like it feels like there was a limbo stage where you guys were in uncharted sea, unfamiliar territory. not sure where things were going, not sure what was next, not sure what was going to happen. And you had to just stop and smell the roses and live in the present moment and enjoy the life that you're living. I feel like this person, this is telling me, this is what this feels like. Almost like what you need, want, and deserve is almost like a different version of this person that they haven't fully stepped into before. Like they're being forced to grow and rise up to meet what's worthy of you. And it might be something that feels different for the two of you or different for them. I'm coughing because there could be an issue with communication at times. And I feel that this person finds you to be very beautiful, but also this is like just being in the present moment and trusting the journey and enjoying the process, even when it feels uncertain or unfamiliar or new, or like things have to be different. All right, let's pull one more and then we'll be done with this. So it's uncharted sea for the masculine, the Hierophant, which is the divine counterpart for the High Priestess. And this person is deciding, assessing, strategizing, probably too much on what to do, when and how, or blah, 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 instead of just getting to it, but they're going to. It is a soulmate energy. Yeah, they feel there's momentum and speed here. Like they may feel there's a sense of urgency that they need to make some decisions here. Because you're powerful. You got this momentum coming in. This is about the future, plans for the future. Oop, hello, that just went flying. This is someone who maybe at times took a step back from you. Maybe at times you took a step back from them. There is space and distance. Either they're literally long distance from you and or they are figuratively at some level of arm's length distance here, where they have their eye on you from afar, plotting what to do in a good way, trying to respect boundaries, hoping for compassion. And maybe you want some compassion from them because maybe their selfishness wasn't very compassionate towards you. I feel like I could keep going forever. How about one more thing? Grace. I'm giggling. Compassion and grace. You gave this person a lot of grace. You may be running out of graces to give. They're hoping for your grace. Like, I feel like there was at some point some level of a retreat of energy. But it's all going to work out. Trust that you're protected. I feel like it's all going to work out. I'm going to leave it at that. Otherwise, I'll just keep going forever. But this person loves you. They're going to say or do something to actually say or show it or express it to you, because they realize you're their fulfillment. And they're hoping that you're going to give them grace and compassion, that there's still potential. There's a lot about they needed time or this needed time. And there was definitely distance. That's the collective, only accept if it, or this needed time. And there was definitely distance. That's the collective, only accept if it resonates and if you want it. Thank you so much for everybody who's been here. Keep the boundaries strong. You can give someone grace and compassion without bending your boundaries. Trust that you're safe and protected. For future reference, these are paid readings. Link in bio, lisastaggs.com. I go live weekly. I am a psychic medium, among other things. I often use cards because they're faster and easier to do back-to-back readings for a bunch of people. And feel free to like, share, follow, and visit my website. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I appreciate you all so very much.